This is a CBS News Detroit update.
Good morning, I'm Chris Ledeen. Here's a look at your top headlines on this Thursday, August 8th. Vice President Kamala Harris and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz spoke with voters outside Detroit Metro Airport last night. Their message, protecting democracy, the middle class, and reproductive rights.
Michigan, I ask you, are you ready to make your voices heard? Do we believe in freedom? Do we believe in opportunity? Do we believe in the promise of America?
Meanwhile, Republican vice presidential nominee JD Vance was also visiting. He stopped in Macomb County at the Shelby Township Police Department. Vance's speech centered around crime and immigration. It comes a day after Harris and Walz attended a rally in Philadelphia where they essentially labeled Vance as an elite. Here's what Vance had to say about those comments.
Well, look, I came from a family where nobody in my family had ever gone to law school. I grew up in a poor family. The fact that Tim Walz wants to turn it into a bad thing, that I actually worked myself through college, through law school, and made something myself, to me, that's the American dream. And if Tim Walz wants to insult it, I think that's frankly pretty bizarre.
Democrat Alyssa Slotkin will face off against Republican Mike Rogers in the race to represent Michigan in the Senate. There could be 3 debates between the contenders. They are set for September 12th at a Grand Rapids TV station studio. Also October 10th at Northwestern Michigan College in Traverse City. The other one is October 22nd at the Soundboard Theater in Motor City Casino. That's in Detroit. Mortgage rates have fallen to its lowest level in 15 months. It comes after the Fed signaled it could start cutting its policy rate and a downshift in the job market. The average rate on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage fell to 6.55%. That's the lowest rate since May of 2015. You may no longer be able to borrow a friend's Costco card. The company says it's now scanning devices at entrances. Now you'll have to show a photo ID if your Costco card does not have a photo on it. According to the company, that's not the only change they're making. Customer membership fees are going up by $5 next month. Right now, let's check in with Troy for our next weather forecast on this Thursday. Good morning, Troy.
Good morning, Chris. Today, a great day. We will see a few additional clouds and a warmer afternoon. Temperatures going into the low 80s, a high of 82 degrees today in Detroit. Rain chances at less than 10%. We could see 1 or 2 sprinkles near the lakes, but not a big deal. If you're making some outdoor plans, you see 1 or 2 green dots. For the most part, we'll see a couple of clouds, but plenty of sunshine and lots of sun tomorrow after a weak front moves through. This weak front brings some cooler air for the weekend. Tomorrow looking nice and dry. The weekend looking nice and dry, as we showed you. Next weather futurecast. So here are the high temperatures for today, going to 80 in Howell, 81 in Pontiac, 82 in Lapeer, 81 in Mount Clemens, 80 in Port Huron, and Monroe today going up to a high of 81 degrees. Now, as we take you into the early morning temperatures tomorrow, a little milder compared to what we have this morning. This morning, many areas starting out once again in the 50s. Tomorrow, the 60s area-wide, mid-60s, 65 in Detroit. And the next 7 days look like this, as we will see a warm-up today. 82, then 80 on Friday with tons of sunshine, and then a bit of a cool down behind that weak front that doesn't bring any rain tomorrow. Lots of sun Saturday and Sunday, highs in the mid and upper 70s both weekend days. And then, Chris, we do begin to warm back up near 80 degrees on Monday, but still, we stay dry for most of next week. The big story, though, will be the spectacular weekend with cooler air. Chris, back to you.
Looking forward to that. Thanks, Troy. That's a look at your headlines. We'll be back later covering stories that matter to you on air and streaming on the CBS News app and Pluto TV.